Hello, this is Brittany from Be Designed, and today we're going to be building a website out of just HTML and CSS. Right, so I mocked up a little site in Figma that I'm going to try to recreate today in HTML and CSS, and hopefully everybody likes it, but I thought this might be a little bit more of a basic thing that we could go over. So I'm actually going to X completely out of that and go into my folders and create a new folder for this. And coding. And we're going to create an HTML portfolio. I'm going to name it, and I'm actually just going to open, right click and open the whole folder with VS Code. Now I can X that out, and I'm going to open a new terminal here, and we're going to say touch, index.html and touch styles.css. Okay, now we've got our two files. I'm going to go into the index.html and create a new HTML file with the emit abbreviation, and that's just the exclamation point, and it should create a template index HTML file for me. That is fine. We're going to say just portfolio maybe here. Okay, and I'm actually going to spin this up with live server. Okay. That over here where we can kind of see that. And okay, so now all we have is like our title there. So we are going to start creating pieces of this site. So basically we need to get a few sections, and the way I like to start all of my sites is to do kind of a layout. I want to get a big div that's going to wrap everything on the page. And we're going to put that right here in the body. So I'm going to div class equal to layout, and then we're going to break our layout up into different sections. So we're going to have a div, actually we're going to have a header, and I'm just going to give it a class. Actually the header probably doesn't need a class, so header, and then we're going to have a main section, and we're going to have a footer section. Now we've kind of got our main. Let's just for now put header, main, and footer in here so we can see something on the page. Now we've got that. So now what I'm going to do is go over to styles.css, and the first thing I always do when I'm looking for styles is I get this CSS, it's bare minimum reset. Yes, this one right here. And I just grab all of this reset, and basically what reset does is make all of the browsers equal. So it will reset all of the CSS, so no browser styling will go over your stuff. I'm going to save that, and we're actually going to have to throw a link tag in here to link that. Link relationship equals style sheet, and href equals, and it's going to be in the same folder, styles.css, save. Once we do that, let's put something in here so we can actually, if you can already tell that the margin is gone. So now we have, whoops, I did something that, oh, I didn't close my link tag. So now you can actually tell that the margin is gone, so it is working. I am going to go ahead and set the body, let's come down here, to background color, and I want this color that I used here, this beige. And CBC8BF. Okay, now we got that going. I can X out the reset. Got the body color in. Now we're going to start building out our stuff. So we've got a header here, and in the header section, instead of this, we actually want to have a nav. And in the nav bar, we are going to have a logo. So the logo is going to be, we might as well wrap it in, oh no, I'm not going to do it in a link because we've already got the home on the other side, so there's no need to make that a link. So we're just going to do an image src, and I'm actually going to have to save this. So I'm going to create a new folder over here called, let's just call it images. Sometimes we call it assets, but I'm going to call it images. And I'm going to come over here to Figma, and I'm going to, actually I want to copy this and this together. Copy as SVG. And now I'm going to make a new file inside of my images and call it logo.svg. I'm going to paste all the SVG that I just copied, and now I can use that over here. Going to go in the same folder, and we're going to go images, and then we're going to go logo.svg. We need to have an alt on that, and we're going to put logo, and then that, and save, and see what that looks like. Oh, look, there it is. Very nice. I also need to get this background color. Break that apart. 476163. Gotta break something else apart, but it should be okay. So now we need to add in our, let's do nav. Let me actually do header. Background color. Save. Let's see what we got. Ooh, perfect. Look at that. So I actually want the height of this to just be 100 pixels even. And I'm going to go ahead and make the body. Oh, no, we actually did the layout. So I'm going to make the layout class, which is our div that's wrapping everything. I'm going to do a display grid on this. What that's going to do is just make everything basically look the same right now. But now that I've got display grid on it, I'm going to do grid template columns. And what I want to do with grid template columns is I want to make, or not, I'm sorry, not columns, rows. And I want to make 3 rows. So I want to do 100 pixels. I want to do 1 FR, which means all the free space that is available in between. And then for the footer, I also want 100 pixels. And we need to get some heights on here, I just realized. So in order for height to work, you have to put it on every parent component. So I'm going to add this to all of them, and I think main may need it too. There it goes. Now, not sure why that is so stretched out though. I'll take this one off. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we didn't need the one on main because layout is main, right? Oh no, layout is this one. Gotcha. Okay, so now we have our layout here. I do need to fix the width on this is only supposed to be 50 pixels. I'm going to do that. And that is not right. Huh. That's not right either. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I bet because I saved the SVG, it's already the right width. Oh, but I saved it with that. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Now on the nav section, I want to make this display flex. Whoops. Display flex. And that's going to make everything go across. We don't have anything else there right now, but you will see it when we add our links in just a second. I'm going to align items center to align. May need to wrap this in a div because that did not. Oh, it's frustrating when CSS doesn't do what you think it's supposed to do, isn't it? I'm going to wrap another div here, and we're going to put some links. I'm actually going to go ahead and give this a class of links. Links. And we're going to do an A tag and href equal to, and we're actually just going to give these hashtags so they go to the ID of a spot lower on the page. Okay, so we need a home link. I feel like I'm doing something. Okay, that's right. And href equals about. Portfolio. And contact. Okay, we've got our links there now. We just need to style them. I'm going to add justify content space or space between. That will push them to the sides, and I actually want to do a small padding on this of maybe 20 pixels. Maybe not 20 pixels. 10 pixels. That looks much better. Now we need to do, I'm actually going to add to the body. We're going to have to do it in different sections because there's different colors in each section. So I'm going to add this color again that we put on the background to our font colors for our nav. So we need color. Oops. Save. And we need to do it to the A tags as well. Or don't like me. Oh, because I put, okay, links. Let's just try links. There we go. We want text decoration none. It's going to take off the underline. And we want to give them a little bit of a margin, not top and bottom, but left and right of 20 pixels. It's much better. I'm going to go ahead and get my fonts in here too. I've already got a Google font thing pulled up here. So font family on this HTML. And we can use on our nav, we're going to have font family as Archivo Narrow. Save. That didn't work. Oh. Why are you not working? Nope. I think maybe I need to do an import. CSS import. Yep. So at the very top, I'm going to do an @import. And nope, that doesn't work. Oh, URL. Oh, I got it. Nope. Oh, and I missed my that and that. There we go. Oh, that looks much better. Except it's the wrong font. So now we can go down here. And I put the wrong one on there. So it's the Julius Sans 1. Save. Nope. What is happening? Oh, I have a single quote. So you have to be really careful. It's very unhappy with you if you don't do the same quotation marks. I had a single quote and a double quote and still doesn't like it because I copied it from Google, I think. Okay. Julius Sans 1. And I'll put a semicolon. Now it's working. Perfect. Okay, that is better. So now we are starting to look a little bit. Looks like the header is done. And now I am going to need this whole image. I'm going to copy. Let's try to copy it as a ping. I don't know how that's going to work. Or export it as a ping. Export as a ping. PNG D. Sorry, you guys just saw my emojis that I was making earlier. And we need to go into the HTML, where is it? There we go, images, and this is going to be our background. Or actually just call it hero. Hero image and save. Let's see if that worked. We got hero.ping. Now in our main section, I'm going to take this out. And all we need here is the image. src images and hero.ping. We need an alt. Let's just call it laptop. Or actually, let's just call it hero again. Save. See. Ooh, look at that. Perfect. Probably still gonna have to fix some of the height on the main page, but at least it's spread out a little bit for now. So div class hero, just so we know what this is. Oh, I need 2 quotes there. Move that div to the end here. Save. And now we're going to make a div with an ID of about, so that we can link down to our about section. And let's just put about for now. See what that's looking like. Perfect. Now over here I'm going to add the about color. We need to get that blue color again. You know what I should have done is made some CSS variables. Maybe I should do that before we get too involved in this for these colors. I'm gonna have to fix the height on this too. Why is there a little gap between them? Wonder if it's because of this div. I'm gonna try to comment this div out. Yeah, of course you're mad at me. Nope. Huh. It's kind of interesting. So to fix that, we can do position relative and take the top up a couple of pixels. Maybe 3. There we go. All right. Now we can start adding some of our text to that. So we're going to need a heading here. In our about section, we're going to take out this. I'm going to try to spread this out a little bit so we can tell what's going on. Now we're in our about section. We need a heading. So we're going to do an H1 and we're going to make that about. Now I'm going to make those CSS variables like I was saying I was going to, because I need to do colors again. So up at the top here, we are going to make some variables. And so we start with root, and we're going to name these colors as we go along. So what I'm going to do is go over here to my themes and get my colors up so I can see everything. Now this one I'm going to call beige. Oops. Beige. I'm going to call one black. I actually don't think I use anything for these blacks, but it's okay. I'm not going to do that brown either because I didn't use them. Do a navy. And I'll do that gray. RJ, you're here, but I haven't heard you talk yet. Is it my sound or is it just you haven't been talking? I can't hear you. Ha ha ha. Can you talk again? I still can't hear you. I think Discord does not like these headphones. Hmm. Yeah, I got no idea what's going on. I can't hear you, but... Oh, yes, I can. Wow. No, I think my headphones weren't set up correctly because I got a new headset. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, let me get in there. Video. Testing? Ooh, is that too much? Is that too much or is that better? Okay, good. Okay. Hacksmith, I am recording this and planning on posting it on my YouTube channel, so I will let you know when I get that done. Alright, so now I have my root colors done. I want to use them instead of that, so we're going to go down here and say var dash dash beige. Make sure this works still. Yes, it does. Okay. Now here we needed to do dash dash navy. Save. And here, I'm going to copy this one. Paste. Save. Oops. Helps if I don't mess that up. And here, I need to copy this one. And we also need the color to be r dash dash beige. Save. Right, now we need a paragraph underneath that, and it is going to have our just generic lorem ipsum text here. I'm just going to copy all that so I can paste that into there. Save. And my thing is going to get very mad at me because it's a lot of unknown words. But we have that. So now I need to fix the spacing on this. So we're going to do line height. And I've got to check and see what the line height was on this. 41.3. 41.3. And I actually want to go up here in the root and I want to make some maybe I don't need to do that. So I really don't want to have to go through each one of these and do that, but that looks better. That's fine now. We're just going to do them individually for this. Let's see. Ooh, I messed that up, didn't I? That is not correct. Oh, that's it. Okay. In Figma, you have to multiply it, and apparently in HTML you don't. But this is not working again. Okay. And I want to give this a padding of 20 pixels. And this should just take us to the About section, and it does. Perfect. And I need to grab from Figma my background here. I'm going to copy as SVG, and we're going to create a new file in our images called about.svg. Maybe I should, yeah, that's fine. Let's do it as an SVG. Paste it, save. It's not very big. And what we need to do here is to add a background image URL, and it's going to be images about.svg save. See what that did. Nothing. It's interesting that that didn't work. I wonder if it's because the height. Nope. The name of my channel is just my name. I'll give you a link to it here in chat. Give me just a second. I'm going to try to save this as a ping instead and see if that's export background as a ping. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. And I apologize if you guys can hear that very, very loud dinging. Okay, now we have it as ping. What does that do? What ping? Still nothing. Okay. I think it is there because It's very strange. Background. Let me try just doing the background shorthand. So instead of that, we just need it to say background URL. Let's do a default color as the navy. URL, and then no repeat, fixed and center. Let's see if we can get it. There it is, but it's all funky. Not sure why this is happening. Oh, it's because it's fixed. Oh, geez. But now it doesn't show up. But we know it's working now, so let's see. Origin. I'm changing this to border box too. Don't know why it wasn't on border box. What if it's not fixed? What if we do relative set? Huh. This is infuriating. So it comes up with fixed, but then it's just stuck there. Okay, I'm going to take this off and undo this. And we're going to make about content and make this a div around this. See if I can get a little fix going for this. So we need the image. Actually going to give this a z index 2. Make it absolute. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not working either. Position it relative 0. Oh, okay, I see. So what did I name this? About content. So not that. About content. It's going to be position, absolute, and I'm going to do top 0. Save. Please work. Okay. Put it in the right place. It's just not on top now. We need this to be on this. Yes. This is still not stretched because the padding is on the wrong thing. And that is much better. We've just got this little overlap. Where is that even coming from? Looks like it's from the About section. Maybe I can just take the background color off of that anyways. Save. There we go. Okay, on to the next section. Now we've got the portfolio, so now we need to go, got the About section done. Gonna have to minimize this for a second so I can see everything. Got 1, 2 divs, so this is all the About section. We're gonna start another div here called portfolio, whoops, ID, not class. ID portfolio. And I'll zoom that back in for you guys. Oops, looks like it doesn't like that. There we go. Gonna minimize that out of the way. Yes, I am just doing this in HTML and CSS. We've done a couple in React and people were saying it's a little over their heads, so I just wanted to do something that was more basic that pretty much everyone could get involved in. And I mean, this layout and this style applies to any framework, so you're going to be able to take this and use it in React or Svelte or Angular or, well, I don't know about Angular, Vue, but you can use these concepts in literally anything else. So I just wanted to start with some basics. You're very welcome. Okay, so now we've got our portfolio section. I actually need to change that H1. These are supposed to be H2s. There we go. And change this one to an H2. And this is going to say portfolio. We seriously need that emoji here. But people might abuse it, like Dan. So in this, I'm going to use the color of the navy. Oops. Save that. And again, I need to go and get another background here. Portfolio section. Uh-oh, I didn't group these. Oh, I don't have a rectangle behind it. Okay, sorry, you guys are gonna get a little Figma thing here. I'll maximize this. And I need to make a rectangle here. That's going to start right there and right there. And we need to make the color be this beige, and we need to put it down there. And I need this to be combined with this other rectangle and group them together as the background. And then now I can export that image. It has a ping. Export background. This is going to be our portfolio. Save. Now we've got that over there. And now we just need to do the same thing we did with this. So I'm actually going to just copy this. I don't like that my auto formatter keeps making that a closed. Okay, so there's that div. We need to close this div. Okay, there's that. And we need to get the same styles from, wait. Oh, I'm using the wrong one. I was like, why is that the wrong color? Because it's supposed to be portfolio. Ta-da! Okay. We need to get this style and copy this over here and change this to portfolio content. And add this to this and this. There we go. And now I need to save. Well, I'm just going to save each one of these cards. So export card 1 as, let's do card 1. Whoops. Just like that. And then export card 2. And I just realized card 2 is not correct. It's like, that looks funny. So export card 2 as card 2. And save that. Oh my god, RJ. I love it. Oh, what happened to these? There we go. Okay. Now we're ready to add these in. So I'm going to where did our portfolio section go? Now what we're going to be doing for these is, what you would do is if you were actually building the card, you would make your background and then you would make an image and then a heading and then your text. But since I saved these as images, it's going to be a little bit differently. So I will show you what it would, maybe that's what I should do, is just show you guys how to do a card. Let's see what where's my shadow? What did I do as my shadow? What in the world? There it is. 50 and 25. Okay. So now we've got a div class card. So I want to make, oh, RJ, yeah, not today. We're gonna build a card. So background color is gonna be just white. And trying to think, width on this probably needs to be maybe 200 pixels. Let's see what the size of these is. 318 by 375. Oops. I think this is not showing up because I have nothing in it right now, maybe? This is not going to be the right thing, but I'm just trying to see if I can get it to show up. It does show up correctly. I need to export this mask group as that first card one instead. Save. Yes. Okay. Now we need an H3. Okay, so none of this is working right now, so we need to figure out why. I need this card. Try to pull this side by side so I can see what's going on. I don't need this. So for card, I need it to be display grid. I don't know why this is not working. The background color is not working. There's my card. It's even got the right height and everything. That is really, really weird. And I believe it has something to do with all these Z indexes I've got going on. Okay. Alright, for now, just so I can see if I'm doing something incorrectly, I'm going to take the div outside of the portfolio and see what is going on. Yeah, it's not working at all. Oh, I have border color too instead of background color. That might be one of the reasons, you think? You think, yeah. Wow. Background color. Change that. Now let's see why these are not. They should all be within that div. It's very strange. Anybody that can clue me in if they see something, please. This is what happens with CSS sometimes, and it's really frustrating. This is why a lot of people don't like CSS, but so I have a div and it's wrapping all of his content, and all of his content should be on top of that div. All you see is CSS. That's super helpful. Okay, what if I make this position absolute or relative? Nope. Absolute. Top 0. It's still not in the right spot. Say a flex, yeah, right. So you think if I change it to flex, and then flex direction, column. I hate you so much right now. You sort of fixed the problem? It does, and it's not covering anymore, so I need to fix that, but I can do that in a second, I think. And then it pushed it down again. I know. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Ugh. Let me just see what the height of this image is. So the height is 222 pixels. What if I do 222 pixels? Oops. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so I needed to add, what did I do? Changes. just added the height. Is that all I did? To the... What did I add the height to? The background, class background. Mm-mm. No. I'm doing enough. I don't want to add to it. Okay. I need H2s to have a margin bottom of 20 pixels. And I just realized these are not the right text too, so all of these need to have font family of the Archivo Nero. Nope. Julius. Oh, this is not going to work either. Okay. I need H1, H2, H3. That's all I'm using. Family Julius. Is it Sans? Julius Sans 1. There we go. And then we need our I think I'm just going to give the body a font family of the other one. Font family of Archivo Nero. Now, there we go. Starting to look better. Thank you for the nose picker emoji. Now I just gotta fix the sizing on this background. Select direction column. That means, does that mean that align and justify switched? No. And I need what happens if I wrap this in a div? Please don't break anything. Okay, that's fine. This is going to be class card. Mm-hmm. Oh. That figures. Okay, so I just added padding. Oh, I added it to the wrong one. Don't mind me. There we go. Oh, okay, so I do need a padding on the bottom too. Or not. Because my height, what if I take this off and just do height? There we go. Just trying to see if I can figure out why. There we go. Oops. Okay. It's starting to look pretty good. I've got portfolio, goes to the portfolio section. Now that the hard part of, I actually need to add the drop shadow to the card. I just realized. So drop shadow here. Not drop shadow, box shadow. Sorry. And box shadow. So we're going to do 0 for the X, where we're doing 25 pixels for the Y, and 50 for the blur, and the color is 333. And I don't think that needs to be there. Let's see if that works. Oh, yay. It's a little too dark, and for some reason I have a border on that side now. Let's try to make this smaller. Do 10 and 20. Make this lighter. Nope. What is... The color's black. Oh, it's opacity of 25%. Okay. Let's try that then. RGBA. 0, 0, 0. And I'm doing periods instead of commas. Sorry. 0.25. Save. And now go back to here. Oh, that's much better. Now why do we have a little border? You can say it's like one. Oh, I know why. Okay, never mind. I know why, because I put on this the width on the card. So instead of 318, let's make it 317 pixels. Nope, that's not the reason either. Let's give this a width and see if that fixes it. 317 pixels. Doesn't fix it. that fixes it. So give the image a width of this width of 318 pixels. Did not fix it over here. Oh, because I didn't change the card to 317. For some reason it's overlapping just a little bit. Okay, now we've got the hard part over with. I'm going to close the style so we can see what we've got going on over here. So we've got our portfolio. Inside of the portfolio, we've got our background image, got portfolio content, and then we've got our card. And trying to see where we're at. So portfolio is this whole section. So we need to copy all of this. And instead of doing card 1, we're going to do card 2. And instead of saying that, we're going to say, I don't remember what I had, work hard anywhere. It's the name of that site. And of course it's going to get mad at me because, and I haven't saved. Okay, just a second. I need to save this image as card 2 instead of that. Yes, and bring my page back. Now that is right. Now we just need to fix the positioning. So nope. That is what I want, but I think, okay, that's all it was. So I don't, ooh. Oh, and I don't need the background. So I don't need this H2, this portfolio content. I just needed the card. I did save. Cards. So we've got a card and a group of cards. Dan wants to hear you sing. Okay, this is not happy with me right now. Okay, let's see what I got going on here, because I clearly got something wrong. So we've got our image. Our image width should be 100% too. May need to just go ahead and say that. And I think I have, oh, this right here needs to go away. So let's use VW. VW is going to be the whole viewport width. It's going to go all the way across. And let me try taking these back. That's right. Now we need this. No. Okay. Pull that back in. We've got card content. I've got this div closed in the wrong spot, don't I? Yes, I do. There we go. Too many divs, which is one of the reasons why you would want to use a front-end framework for something like this if you're doing, because you can extract all of these away into their own components, which is way nicer than just throwing it all in one big HTML file. Now we're going to make these cards have a little bit of a margin between each other. So I'm going to go to the card component and I'm going to add a margin. I don't want any top or bottom margin, so I'm going to put 0 and then give them a 20 pixel margin between them. And now we have that. Looks much better. Background is now the opposite on this one. Wonder if it's just something to do with the image. Okay. We're going to give this background an ID equal to 2 because it's not working. The image sizes are just a little bit different, so on this one the width actually needs to be 317 pixels and it needs to go left. Actually, it probably just needs to just go left, and I don't know why not have the width on it. Oh, it needs. Now that's not right. Okay, I know how to fix this. So on card, we are going to put an overflow of hidden. That's going to solve the overflow problem. But what? I don't need this anymore. Right, that's still good. This one is now wrong again, which is interesting. Okay. And take that ID off too, because we don't need that anymore. And now I'm just going to copy, if I can figure out where this div is. Copy. This card. And this card. Paste them. Save. Oops. And we probably need to add, because it's flex, a flex wrap on here. This is where I actually want to show you guys, and I just noticed I have something else wrong. Left and right. Okay, I need card, nth child, no, not nth child, first child, margin to be 0. And actually need it to be 0, 0, 0, and then the, oh no, the right needs to be 20 pixels, the bottom needs to be 0, and the left needs to be 0. Save. There we go. Now it's back aligned on this side. So now I wanted to show you guys the benefit of using grid. I hope it works this time, because I don't know why it wasn't working before. So I need to find what we have for our div around our content. Oh, there it is. Okay, so our div all the way around is the portfolio content cards. So on the cards, instead of using display flex, where's cards? Cards. We are going to use grid. And take this off and save. For right now, it's going to make them look really ugly. What we're going to do is grid template columns, and we are going to do auto fit. Actually, I think I did that wrong. It's repeat auto fit, comma, min max, and we want them to be what the width was of the individual card. So 317 pixels, comma, 1 FR. Save. Of course, it's not going to work because I've got something wrong. Let me look this up. Grid, template, columns. Actually, have it right, I think. Repeat, auto fit, min max, pixels, 1FR. For some reason, this layout just does not like grid today. This is how I always do my layout, so it's kind of irritating. RJ, you leave grid alone. Nope. Okay, let's see our grid. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure why it's not working here though. Grid template columns should be doing something. Just make them. So that's working. I have something typed incorrectly. Repeat. Auto fit. Min max. Let's just type 200 pixels 104. The repeat is not working. I know how to fix this problem. I want it to only be 3 columns wide. No. Repeat. 104. Not working. Invalid property value. Oh, repeat. Huh. 3, 1, FR. And then what if we justify content, center, doesn't work, items. Nope. This makes me very, very sad. Have fun. Okay, that worked. Except now it's going over because we need to calculate the width 100 VW minus 40 pixels because we have a padding on both sides, still going over a little bit. Even adding it there, it's doing the same thing. But these are clearly not going width 100%. There we go. Okay. So I need to add, before I forget to do that, add the width 100% to portfolio content. I need to take this off for right now and give this a grid gap of 20 pixels. That's going to be the problem with the image too. All of them actually. It's not going to be responsive because the background images. I've never worked with these background SVGs, so it's kind of difficult to get the positioning right on them. But as you can see now, the grid is working. It collapses down, it gets bigger, and that is what I wanted it to do. I do want that first child to be 0 though. I wonder if I can just make the card content. words have a margin of 0. Doesn't work. Actually justify self. That's still not working. That should move that over. Oh, for some reason we've got this big, huge. Wonder what's doing that. That is not really what we wanted to do either. What happened? I don't know what did that. Clearly something I did was not right, but our overflow problem is gone now that I zoomed it back in. I think it was because I was zoomed out on the screen. Okay. Oh, this is the padding. No wonder. No, not the padding. So padding on here. These don't have padding. Sometimes with these, you just play around. You think you know what they mean, but you just have to play around until you get it. And that doesn't fix it either. But it does make it so they don't resize. Oh, I know what I can do to the images to fix them, I believe. So, let's see what I called this. So we've got our portfolio here. We need to get the image. We called it background. Background. No, we didn't. Oh my goodness. We did that. That's my all. Okay, so class. Let's give it a class of background. We need to be a little bit more clear on this. I'm actually going to change this background to card image. Save. It's going to break our CSS because we're going to have to go here and go card image. That's fixed. And then now we can use, what do we name it? Let's actually just do background BG. Right here, background. And we need to do background position. I want to be on the bottom. Save. What in the world happened to these? Because I have something else wrong. Oh, because I didn't change. Class background, that's right. So this one, and this one need to be card image. Save. And that's fixed. Just trying to see if I could place this background. Really needs to be the background of the thing and not an image. Display none on that and go to the portfolio, and I'm going to add a background. See if we can get this in here. Images slash what do we have that as? Not hero. Portfolio. Portfolio.ping. Just doesn't want to work as the background. I don't think this is what I want. Yeah, I need to clip the path with it. This is going to take more for me to look at than I have time for today, so I'm going to take out the backgrounds, I think, and just do background colors. It's just going to make it a little less interesting, but it will still look good then. So, not that. This. I'm going to comment out. Now it's gone. The footer's almost up too, so that's great. I'm actually going to go up there, and we do not need the rows like I started out doing. These rows I'm going to take out. And that didn't fix the footer problem. I'm going to comment out layout. Footer, here's your main or hero. This one is fine. This one we need to comment out. And now our about section needs to have a background color. Not border color, and that's what I did the last time. Background color or -- navy. I could type. Where did my section go? Let's see what's going on here. Where did the about section go? Okay, I don't need that height 100 UH on this either. I'm going to take that off. Don't think these other ones are causing it, because we do need it on body. Now the body is stretching as far as it needs to. It's working correctly. The header's fine. Main looks fine. So our hero, just close, not close main, close hero. Here's our about section. Now what is going on? The about section. What if we do display grid? Okay. That's correct. Where is this? For some reason, it's taking it out of the flow and putting it up top. Okay. Why are we taking you out of the flow? This makes no sense. have a feeling I have an extra div somewhere. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just didn't have. This is really why you need to extract stuff out. So once you start adding too many things, it just gets chaotic. Okay, let's start indenting this a little bit. Okay, this should be all of our content. Here's our about. Here's our portfolio. Oh, I'm still missing another one. No. Okay. A hero. Our about section has 2 divs and 2 closing divs. That's correct. Our portfolio section. So the actual portfolio section has 2 divs, and then the cards have several. So we have card, and then we need to close the cards. Let's look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our portfolio section. And then we need to close the content. I don't know why it's saying that. There we go. I had position absolute on, oh my lord, on about content. And that's why I was doing that. That was frustrating. So the position absolute and this need to go away. We don't need any of these Z indexes anymore. I don't think I need any of this. Save. Okay, that is looking much better. The footer is still in the middle of the page for some reason. Okay, now let's pull all these up. We've got main, hero, content. And content is supposed to wrap everything, but it's not. There's cards, there's portfolio content, portfolio, content. Huh. For some reason my layout is still height 100%. Doesn't do it either. 100 VH. May take off that layout because we don't really need it. And it's throwing me off. So this before the closing body tag still did not help the footer situation. I feel like my content is still not going. Ooh, height 100%. What did that just do? Holy moly. Oh, I put it on the hero. No, I didn't. Okay. What in the world? Let's make sure that div is the right. It's content. It's wrapping the whole thing. Let's take it out. See what that does. Didn't change anything, so that's good. Okay. Actually need to break these up so I can see them a little bit better. Because these are supposed to be... Ooh. There's that. There's that. This is wrong, I think. Is that where my problem was? Where does this one go to? There's cards. There. Nope, I'm still missing one. So, That's exactly why the footer is not going down all the way below the portfolios, because the height is wrong. I am not sure why though. Body just like ends there for some reason. Sorry, I hit my mic. Not really sure why it's doing that. I'm gonna cut it in here. It's not technically correct, but yeah. So something is going on with that footer. That is so weird. Now it's down there. This just makes no sense at all. Unless I've got a closing tag off somehow. Which I've went over them like 3 times. It's cards, portfolio content, and portfolio. And we should have another one for, but we took that out. Yeah, we don't have anything else in there. It should just go up to main. We've got portfolio, and after portfolio closes, it should go up to main. That is super strange, but at least now that's working. Okay, we can move on, because it's just really strange that that was doing that. So next we need to add our contact section. Almost done. So we're going to div id equal to contact. And in the contact section, we are just going to make another div. And it's going to have the class of it's kind of a card, but I can't name it card. Let's name it contact card. Contact card. And we're going to need a form. And I'm probably not going to set up this today form, and then we'll have an input, actually a label for name, and then an input type equal to text, placeholder, oh, then we'll need another label for email, and an input type equal to email and placeholder equal to email@email.com, and I actually need these to have ID equal to, this one is going to be name, this one is going to be email. Save. See what we got there. There's that. Now we need to do some styling on that. Okay, so we've got contact card. We actually need ID contact. For ID contact, we're going to use the background color of var-navy. Save. Yep. And then on contact card, we need background color var-beige. And grid and display content center. Let's pray it works that time. Yes, it worked. Okay. Now we want our contact card to be display grid as well. Save. Actually, let's make the form display grid. There we go. We need to give it a padding of like 40 pixels, border radius of 20 pixels. We actually need to go back and add an H2 that says contact, and we need a button here. We need a button type equal, actually input, sorry, input type equal to submit. And then contact me. Oops. Submit query. Oh, that's not how you do that. Remember how to do this in regular HTML anymore. That's kind of sad. Okay. Input type submit. Value is what we need there. Instead of this, we need value equal to contact me. Save. Contact me. Okay, now gotta figure out this does not go there. Gotta change our color, so the color on the contact card is going to be beige. bar dash dash beige. Nope, on this. And then on this, the color is going to be bar dash dash navy. There we go. Why do I have an extra input here? What is, that should be form, not input. Oh, there we go. That is looking better. So now the form. Border race is supposed to be on that, and that's too much. So let's do 10. And let's try 5. It's a little better. And need this H2 not to be inside there. Yeah. Okay. So let's do contact first child, and we are going to justify self to start. Nope. Flex start. Nope. Okay, that doesn't work. How do I get you to go up there? Don't we do text align center? Probably look better. There we go. That does look better. Now grid, we need grid gap of 20 pixels. Yeah. It's too much. 10 pixels. It's a little better. And we need to give the input type equal to submit a margin top of an extra 20 pixels, so it needs a total of, let's just try adding 20 first. Yeah, that did it. Push it down a little bit. Now we need to style that, so I'm going to go over to Figma. I'm going to copy CSS. And I don't do this very often because it's not always great. I'm just going to see, ooh, what was that? I just want the button. Button. Code. Where's the button code? It doesn't have the color on there. There we go. There's the linear gradient. Actually need all this. Copy that. Save. There's that. We need an outline of none and a border of none. Now I need to give it some padding, I think. Yeah, it doesn't say any of that on here, so let's figure the rest out. Let's do a padding of 20 pixels. Not too much. 10 pixels. Perfect. And a color of bar dash dash beige. Save. Actually, I'm going to change this to white just because that is not very accessible. So that's much better. And white smoke will be a little darker. Yeah, there we go. And I need this card to have a margin bottom of 40px and contact to have margin top of 40px. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Padding top. Let's try that. There we go. And I actually need to do that with all these. So I need padding top on portfolio. And what did I do the margin bottom on? That should actually work here. Margin bottom on this of 40 pixels. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, let's open this back up, get in here and see what's going to give it to us. Neither one of those did anything. Is portfolio not wrapping like it should? And margin bottom of 40 pixels. That work? No. Cards. We're just going to keep drilling down until we get it. Margin bottom of 40px. There it is. So it needs to be on the cards. Copy that. Cards. Here. Okay. And these unfortunately need to be 20. 20. Save. Yeah. To make them even. And that one is already done. Okay. That's starting to look much better. For some reason, the width on this is not all the way out. So let's figure that out real quick. Where's my contact div? Oh, it's inside of that. Oh, Lord. That's why it wasn't working for portfolio. We're going to figure out what our problem was to begin with, whether we want to or not. Oh yeah, I did put them below that. Forgot because there's portfolio content. One. Right here. Div. HTML is great because it will just keep going if you make a mistake, but sometimes that makes it very difficult to debug. This doesn't need to be there. Probably why we had all these problems. Oh, that does need to be there. And this is that, and this is that card. So this is for that, and this is for that card. Perfect. 2, 2, 2. This is for that. This is for the card. And this closes the cards component. And then the portfolio content component, and then the portfolio. I've just messed everything up. But that is what it's supposed to do, it's right there. And there we go. I'm actually going to take this ID off, give it to this one, and we don't need this div wrapping all of these cards. Save. Please still work. About, portfolio, contact. And I feel like contact maybe needs a little bit more padding because this looks kind of funny. We're actually going to keep the 20 pixels on the top and the bottom, but on the left and the right we want to have, let's try double. Let's see, that looks a little better. Just want it to be a little wider, maybe 50. That looks a little better. I think that's better as 40. Keep it in proportion. Okay. Here's our contact, and I'm actually going to style these inputs real quick. Type, actually just see if input will work. And we're going to do, I need to get my background color, this linear gradient, copy, actually copy, I don't need that box radius, but we can take the border box, and maybe not 14 pixels, maybe 5 pixels, no, maybe 2 pixels, and give it a little bit of padding. Maybe 5 pixels padding. Perfect. We could probably stand for just a tad bit more. Oh, not padding. Not padding. Border radius. 5 pixels. Yeah, there we go. Looks much better. Add a color of this to var dash dash black. And on this we want a hover. Oops. Take all this out and then add hover. We're going to do something different. We're going to take our other background gradient, copy that and put that in here. Save. Oh, look at that. And we need pointer cursor. Oops. Pointer cursor. Why don't you like that? pointer. Oh, is it not pointer? Cursor? Cursor pointer. Ah ha 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 ha. That's pretty good. We need a transition on it. Let's do a transition of, we're doing the background. We're doing 0.2 seconds and linear. Save. Let's do all. I don't know if that's working. Still not working. Oh, it won't transition linear gradients. I think is why. Okay, so we don't need the transition on that. Ugh, yeah, it's gonna be broken. Sorry. Okay, now for the footer. So footer, background color is fine. Actually, I don't need background color on that. I need height to be 100px. Ooh, that's too big. Let's try 75. Still maybe too big, but we'll see. Okay. The footer. On this left side here, I'm going to do a copyright, so my footer. Change this and do a paragraph. I'm going to do and copy, semicolon, space, and we're going to go and get the JavaScript full year date. Get full year JavaScript. And I'm going to put a span here with an ID of date, span tag, and then at the bottom here we're going to do a script. And in the script tag we're going to write let date equal new date. Right, new date, and then we need let's let today equal that, and then let date equal today dot get full year, and we're going to const span is equal to document dot get element by ID. We're going to get the ID of the date element. And then we're going to put span dot enter HTML as date and hope that works. It did not. What did I do wrong? Bet it's not. Add date to span in JavaScript. Oh, I didn't do new date to string. I wonder if that might be why. In line 141. No, I think that's actually right. Get element by ID. I think it requires. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. We'll see. Nope. It does only have that though. But that's still not my problem. That might have been one of my problems. New date dot toString. To string. Nope. It's like not even putting anything there. Document.getElementById. Oh, we need a text node. Span.HTML. Oh, that's why. Hang on. It's right here. Equal to. I think that's why. No. Okay. Span.HTML equals text.text content. Still doesn't work. Yeah. I don't even have anything in my span tag over here. I'm gonna copy this, paste this, make sure I didn't write anything wrong. Nope, it still doesn't work, so I'm gonna go back to my ES6. I've done this lots of times in Svelte. I don't know why it's not working here. New date. I don't need the toString. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now for the footer, I'm still thinking this is maybe. We're going to make it 50 pixels. We're going to make it display flex. We're going to justify content, space between, and align items. Are you talking again, RJ? There we go. Okay. Thank you. Oh, and I need to change the box shadow on that too. Box shadow on the button is supposed to go to 25 and 50. For the color on the footer, we're going to do the var dash navy. And now I need some links in here. I need a div of links. And these links are going to be facebook.com. And I'll have an image in here. SRC is going to be, I haven't added these yet, but we're going to in just a second. Facebook.ping. Now I'm going to duplicate these. Oops. How do you duplicate the line? Just copy it with the shortcut? Shift Alt and down. Shift Alt down. Yes, that is what I mean. So we need 3 of these. We need this to go to Twitter. And this to go to LinkedIn. This is going to be tweet. This is going to be in. Okay. I'm not going to say anything right now. I need these to have alts. This is going to be query selector. Yeah, you can use query selector there too. It's probably the more correct way to do it actually. I just got used to using get element by ID. I don't think it's incorrect to use that though. Export Facebook and export in and export Twitter. I did those in the wrong order, but whatever. Almost done. Oh, actually, I want this to be an A and href, and I want it to go to my site. Here's my site, copy, paste, and this to be family of, is it Julius Sands 1. There we go, and those links I need to change. I need to change the text decoration to none, and the color to R dash maybe, and let's get a hover effect And change the color to white won't be. Let's change it to gray. See if that'll be enough. You can't even tell. Background color of navy and a color of okay. Now give it a padding of 5 pixels and transition. All 0.2 seconds linear, and it needs border radius of 5 pixels. Much better. And I want the images in the footer. So in footer, actually it's going to be links. I don't think I can do that. I can't. Okay. That's good. That's pretty done. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, I am going to push this up and I will link the GitHub repo. Go ahead and create it on here. What? Thanks. I don't know what you don't like about it. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna copy that. Oops. Okay, so we need to get init to establish a Git repository. We need to git add git remote add, or yeah, I had it the wrong way. I just git remote add origin. Then we need to git add everything. Git commit. I'm just gonna push init because it's done. Git push origin master. What? Okay. Thank you, Annette. I appreciate it. Just make this a GitHub page so it's available. I think that'll work just because it's an HTML page. Oh, no, it won't. Do you have to add DH pages to these too? Yep. What? It's... Oh, sometimes it takes a few minutes. That is true if it's building, but that site really shouldn't. Okay. So not like quickly. Yeah, sure. Oh no, what happened here? Uh, yes, a bug. Okay, so that's supposed to be width instead of max width. I don't know why I had that anyways. So width here instead of max width. Save that, and it should be good now. And now I've got to re-push that code. Oh, I've been sitting for too long. Mm-mm. Not a single one. This is how I code though. This is like, I will sit down, grind it out. Oh, whatever. To go pee? I drank like 4 cups of coffee today and I haven't been to the bathroom in 3 hours. I'm not drinking alcohol today. Some kind of bio. What do you mean? Oh no, I found another bug. Jeez, what is going on? Who was that? I have an about section, yeah, right here. Oh, on my own site? Yes, I do. Need to work out. Oh, it's working now. So I just need to fix this weird bug with these images. So let's see. That sounds not fun. Links a image with 50 pixels. What is going on with these things? Oops. Okay, so the links. Take that off. Do I have that somewhere else? Oh, I named these crap. Okay. These are footer links. I think I named them the same thing as the other ones. That fixed one problem. Now I think a image right here is where I'm getting that. So that doesn't need to be image. Which image am I trying to do that to? That's my hero image, so why don't I just put the hero class? There we go. And now these just need to be fixed a little bit with the layout. So down here, take this back off, whoops. And that's not working. Oh, because footer links. A margin 0, 10 pixels. Still not working. Footer links. Something happened to the width of the page again. No, just by doing that is what's messing the page. Okay, so see you later. Okay, we've got a paragraph, we've got footer links, we've got wrap this in a div and see. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Nope. 2, 3. And give these a style equal to margin right of 10 pixels. Let me see what that does. But now they're not centered. Why are they not centered? I think I actually need to do space around, not space between on the footer. Space around. Nope. Still not. Just write item center. Okay. Instead of doing that, I'm going to cut this. Add it there. Now give this a margin left of 10 pixels. 5 pixels. There we go. That's better. We'll see if it looks good on the big screen. Yep. And it should be responsive. What do you mean? We've checked. Yeah. Looks much better. Okay, one last time. Git add, git commit, fixed footer links, push. And now the repo should be updated for you guys. Thank you so much for joining, and please subscribe to my channel.